Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's me. I'm back again for another update video. It's been a while, probably about a month or so since I've done an update video. I have a couple things piling up, so I would like to get them on shelves. But before I do that, I'd like to share with you guys what I picked up. And before I get into my pickups, I would like to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber by the name of Ali Red Lake. I will leave his link down below in the description box. He is a new YouTuber. He's been making videos now. He has 3 under his belt. And his first video was a contest entry video for my 3,000 subscriber contest, which I really appreciated. And that was his first video, and he has since recorded 2 more update videos, and he shows off some good stuff such as Arrow Video and some other genre special movies, a lot of horror and serial killer type movies, stuff that we all like. So please do go and check out Ali Red Lake. Tell him Toddy Walnut sent you. Make a new friend, subscribe, hit the like button, and show some YouTube love. I have a few things here that I picked up. I got a couple titles from Dark Force Entertainment. I got a couple titles from Vinegar Syndrome, which I'll show. I got a couple titles from Severin Films. And I got a couple things from Arrow and a couple miscellaneous things. So let's just jump right into it. I also do have a signed photo that I'll show last. The first 2 that I'm going to show are the Dark Force titles that I picked up, and these are beautiful. These are really nice. This is the upgrade of Dead Pit that was put out by Code Red, and this is with the slipcover that glows in the dark, and it's a beautiful piece. It's very glossy, and then the zombie is embossed, and he has kind of a rough finish to him, and you can tell that the finish, that light green finish, is the part that glows in the dark. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show that off in this video, but it's a thing of beauty. I really like what they do at Dark Force. I popped this in, I watched it the other night. It's been a while since I watched this. It's a fun film. It's a popcorn film, and has pretty good special effects. It was a film from the late 80s, I believe. Let me see, 1989. About a psycho doctor who does some pretty hardcore and gruesome experiments on his patients at a mental hospital. And the lead female looked a lot like Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street, Heather Langenkamp. It's not her, but it looks a lot like her. And she's a very nice, attractive woman, nice to look at during the movie. The doctor ends up getting killed, and he comes back as a deranged demon type figure, and the patients that he experimented on come back from the pit of hell. It sounds silly. It's a pretty fun movie, and this is a collaboration between Dark Force and Code Red, so it does not have a, oh, I guess it does, Code Red Spine 179. So the disc is still in my player. And this is a fun watch. I would recommend it if you can get this. I picked this up recently within the last couple of weeks. You have to check the website, the Dark Force website. And I was lucky enough to find that they were in stock. So I know they are going on the secondary market, such as eBay, for pretty high prices. I don't want to pay that. So I would recommend just keeping an eye on the Dark Force website. Excuse me. The next one is a twin billing of The Gates of Hell and Psycho from Texas. And I really love what this cover looks like. It's kind of a throwback advertisement to some of the drive-in films from the 60s or 70s, or even 80s. And I believe this cover also glows in the dark. The zombie is embossed, and it has kind of a rough feel to it, but the slipcover is very glossy and smooth. I really love how that cover looks. I think that's beautiful. This is spine number 6 from the Dark Force catalog. I also like that they didn't leave a little opening in the slipcover. That's a pet peeve of mine when companies have a little hole in the slipcover. Oops, so there, you can tell it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but there's what the cover looks like. Haven't had a chance to pop this one in yet. I'm looking forward to watching Psycho from Texas. I have never seen that movie before. I have seen The Gates of Hell several times. Looking forward to checking this out. Glad that it's in my collection. Put that off to the side. And then also from Code Red and Dark Force, this is called Point Doom. Check out the soundtrack. Motley Crue, Ice-T, White Zombie, Motorhead, Duff McKagan. Sounds like a winner to me. And then check out the actors. You got Richard Grieco, Jennifer Odell, Andrew Dice Clay, and Ice-T. Point Doom, a film I have not seen before. This was thrown in as a twin pack on the Dark Force site. I think these were both, it was 30 for both of these, $30. I believe that's what it was. I could be mistaken. It was right around there somewhere. So I thought, what the heck, I didn't have this in my collection yet, so thought I would give it a shot. Check it out. Point Doom. If anybody knows anything about it, you want to chime in down below, feel free to leave a comment. And then this was one of the first releases I got for this update. So this has been sitting around for over a month. This is the release from Ronin Flicks. This is called Moon in Scorpio. And this is a film by Scorpion Releasing. I haven't had a chance to pop this one in yet. It sounded pretty good. It's a film from 1987. And it's a Britt Eklund is in here from the Wicker Man, and it sounded like a ghost ship type film, and I always do enjoy those type of films. It looks like it has some pretty good practical effects, so I wanted to give that a shot. I put that in a black case. It came in a regular blue case, but I think it looks pretty nice. It kind of accents the clouds that look like the skull in the background with the ghost ship floating. I think that looks pretty cool with the black cover. So it doesn't have a reversible cover, and there's the disc. Looking forward to popping that in at some point when I have time from work. The next one we'll show off here is a DVD that I got from Cult Epics, and this is the 2-disc limited edition of Manson Family Movies by John Ace Nihil, which is kind of short for aesthetic nihilism. It isn't that cute. But John Ace Nihil, I believe, is the correct pronunciation of that. This has been heralded as a very good film, and I guess it has some pretty good praise from some of the people who covered the actual Manson family trials, and people who, you know, some of the historians of those awful events say that this is very accurate to what really happened back then in the 60s. And this is a film that came out in 1974, and I believe it was put out again in 1979. And it also comes with an interview with Charles Manson. It's 30 minutes, and then you get Sharon Tate Home Movies, and that's 60 minutes. This was limited to 100 because John, the director, signed that there in gold Sharpie. He signed 100 of those, and I was lucky enough to get one of those. And it's got a pretty cool slipcover. I still do collect DVDs, and I still like them quite a bit. This was not released on Blu-ray as far as I know, not yet, but if anybody would do it, I'm sure it's Nico B over at Cult Epics, and he'll do a great job with it. But I'm looking forward to getting into this being the 50th anniversary of those brutal happenings. So I was glad to pick this up. And that is the Manson Family Movies 2-disc limited edition. The next one I picked up on eBay. This was sealed, but I opened it up. This was a Twilight Time release that was out of print and sold out. I picked this up very cheap. This was one that was on my radar for quite a while because it sold out pretty quick. This is called Gun Fury. And this is an American Western from 1953, starring Rock Hudson and Donna Reed. It is 82 minutes, limited to 3,000. I know some of these Twilight Time releases, once they sell out and they go on eBay, people ask ridiculous money, but for some reason this seller was right around the mark, so I scooped it up. Looking forward to checking this out. It comes with a little booklet. It's got some background art. Pretty cool with that red and black. I like the way that looks. Got a little booklet here with some write-ups about the film and some stills. I enjoy watching these Western films from the 50s. There's some of the retro poster art advertising the film. So that is Gun Fury 3D. And moving on to the Severin films that I picked up recently. This is the Killer Crocodile 2-pack because you get Killer Crocodile and Killer Crocodile 2. Comes with this nice slipcover. Really like the way that looks. Severin does a great job with their releases. This one came in a black case already, and this is the limited edition because you get the bonus Blu-ray disc of Killer Crocodile 2 plus a documentary on the special effects master Gionetto de Rossi. And there are the special features if you want to pause and check those out. And these are always fun movies. These are fun drive-in style films, another popcorn type film. Sometimes these are almost black comedies or dark comedies, you know, they're unintentionally funny. But there you have the 2 discs. There's Killer Crocodile and Killer Crocodile 2. And it does not have a reversible cover, but this is a thing of beauty. I really like the way that this looks. And this little sticker was on the cellophane, and I decided to put it on the case because I like to keep that kind of stuff with my releases. The next one is Dario Argento presents Wax Mask. And this is a film I have not seen before. Definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Directed by Sergio Stivoletti. Let's get into this and see a little bit more about it. This one also comes in a black case, and I thought that was a pretty cool cover. I flipped that. There is a reverse on here. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. There are some special features if you would like to utilize your pause button. Check that out. There's a lot of good stuff on here. There's interviews. Tons and tons of interviews. Behind the scenes. It says the last great Italian gore film of the 20th century, now scanned in 4K with all the new bonus materials. A film that was originally made in 1997. And in this set, you get the CD soundtrack, and you get the Blu-ray with a 4K transfer, and you get the track listing for the CD, which is beautiful. I love it when companies do that. I will take the cover out so I can show you what the reverse looks like. So that's basically, it's the same image that is on the disc. And I happen to like this one a little bit better, so I flipped it. because that's pretty sweet too on the cover. But so that is Wax Mask, and if you guys know anything about that, you can chime in below. Let me know what I'm in for, but please don't give spoilers. Thank you for that. Let's see. We'll get into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. I picked up 6 titles. Many of these I have not seen before. Actually, only one of the 6 I have seen, and that is this one, Hell Comes to Frogtown, starring Rowdy Roddy Piper. And this one comes in a heavy-duty cardboard box. And that is a really nice cover. Kind of a sci-fi comedy film. Gorgeous women in this. But the box opens up. This little portion comes out. And then it reveals the Amaray case on the inside. So this part is solid, it stays together, and then that cover just slides over the top. And then this is what the Amaray case looks like. This is a fun watch. I really enjoy this. Film from 1988, all region. And you do get some special features here. Another 4K scan. We are really spoiled as collectors when we get 4K scans like that. And you get the DVD. And there's the Blu-ray. And there's the reverse. So that is Hell Comes to Frogtown. I'm sure many of you have watched that before. Arrow Video put out a pretty good, if you guys hear thunder in the background, we're going to have a big thunderstorm tonight, so it's raining right now. I have my window open a crack just to get some fresh air in here. You may hear some thunder in the background. I love thunderstorms, by the way. The next one is one I've never seen before, actually. I've never even heard of this. I believe this is a adult comedy called Let My Puppets Come, and it just looks like it's one of those kind of silly adult humor Muppet puppet movie. I thought I'd give it a shot. It was pretty cheap. And you get the Blu-ray here and the DVD. And there's the reverse, which is also on the slipcover, so I flipped the cover. Don't really know what I'm in for on this one, but I'm sure it's just adult humor. The next one looks pretty cool, I have to admit. That's a really sweet cover. It has that symbol on the front. These slipcovers are really beautiful, by Vinegar Syndrome. This is called Hellmaster. And I'm not really sure what the movie is about. I haven't seen it before. I know John Saxon's in it. There he is right there. One of the kings of the B films. There you got the special features. Looks like there's 2 versions of the film. You get the original theatrical version called Them, and you get the director's recut version called Hellmaster in standard def. So there is the DVD. There's the blue. And there is also the reverse. Glad to pick that up, add that to the collection. Another one I'm really looking forward to checking out is called Play Dead. I love killer animal movies. I like attack dog movies. So this is right up my alley. I was aware of this movie. This one's been out for a while. Not this exact release, but this movie's been out before on DVD. And it's been around since the VHS days. I've never got around to watching it, but I'm glad to pick it up from Vinegar Syndrome. There are the special features. Yvonne DiCarlo is in here. You will remember her as Lily Munster. It's a film from 1982. It's all region. I didn't mean to go past that slipcover so quickly. I will give a little love to that in a second. It's also called Satan's Dog, and there is the DVD. There's Play Dead Blu-ray. There is the alternate cover, and we will give some appreciation here to the slip because I think that's a beautiful thing. Very, very nice. And you guys all know that Vinegar Syndrome has the best slip covers aesthetically and quality as far as thickness. These are really nice. So that is Play Dead. Glad to have that one. There's one called Night Owl, and I thought that was Tobey Maguire on the cover, but it's not. It looks like him, but it is not. I'll take a little more look at the slip here. And there are these special features. It's hard to read the black against the red like that, but do the best you can on that. Interviews. This is the restored 2K edition of Night Owl. A post-punk vampire movie. It's in black and white. Film from 1993. It's kind of an artsy film from what I understand. I haven't watched it yet. There's the DVD and there's the blue. And there's a reverse. Thought I'd give it a shot. I like watching movies in black and white. I like checking out new stuff like this, so I thought, why not? Let's grab it. And the last one for Vinegar Syndrome in this update video is called The Passing. And that's another cover that's easy on the eyes. I like the blue and the black together. Looks really good. And here on the back you got all kinds of different neon colors going on. This tagline was pretty intriguing here. It says, dying is a punishment to some a gift, and to some a favor. That's kind of deep. The Passing, a very human science fiction tragedy. So this one is intriguing, to say the least. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. And you also get some short films from the same director called The Water That Is Past, Quack, Einmal, and Ernie and Rose. This particular movie came out in 1983. Again, it is all region. And there's the DVD. That's kind of a haunting image. Those Victorian style baby pictures have kind of a creepy but yet beautiful feeling to them. I don't know how to describe it. And then there's the Blu-ray. And there on the back is the reversible cover. So that is The Passing, and that was all from Vinegar Syndrome. I will show the Arrow video titles. I have 3 more Arrow titles and 3 more miscellaneous things, and then I'll show the signed photo and we'll call it a video. The first one I picked up is called The Chill Factor. And this one looked too silly to not buy it. I just had to pick this up when I saw it. I got this on eBay. It was, I think, probably around 15 bucks. It is all region. And I think this one was from the 90s. Let me see here if it says on the back. 1989. It says The Exorcist meets the Winter Olympics in a demonic possession, snowboard slashing. So why wouldn't you want to watch this? Plus, look at all the special edition contents you get there. You get a movie like this in 2K. It's a beautiful world we live in. Enjoy it. And you get a booklet too on top of that. And a advertisement card. Here's what the disc art looks like. That's beautiful. Love it. And there is the reverse. I really like that too. The Chill Factor. But I like this cover a little bit better. I like that icicle going right through the ski helmet, or the snowmobile helmet rather. And here is a advertising card for some of the releases that Arrow has put out already. And they're also advertising horrors of malformed men. Let's take a quick look at the booklet. There you go. There is some cheesy special effects for you right there. That's awesome. How could you not buy this movie? Really nice addition for a film like this. You can see the burnt corpse there behind the melted snowmobile helmet. Really nice. Glad to pick that up, and it was a very reasonable price. The next one is a double dip for me. I also do have the 88 Films Blu-ray of Alice, Sweet Alice. Let's see if I can get it out. This one is pretty tight slipcover. So there is the beautiful slipcover. That is really, really nice. That would make for a great poster, and guess what? There is a poster included with this release, plus all those special edition contents. The film runs 107 minutes, and you all know that a very young Brooke Shields stars in this film. This is the 2K scan of it. There's the disc art. There's the reverse, because I flipped it already. This is the cover that is on the 88 films. That is the original cover. You get an advertising card for some of their previous releases, and what did I get with this one? A fistful of fingers. Interesting. You may have to pick that one up. Not going to fold the poster out, but I believe it is a double-sided poster. What the heck, I'll open it up. Doesn't look like it's too big. I don't think it's quite as big as a Scream Factory poster, but it's a pretty decent size. And on this side, I'll stand up so you guys can get a better viewing of it. You get kind of a how-to, I guess. Killer kit, gloves, mask, raincoat, and butcher knife. And notice here at the bottom, 7 years and up. That's pretty cool. I like that. Arrow Video presents. That's pretty nice. And then there is the money maker right there. That's beautiful. I'm gonna have to get a frame for that. I really like the way that looks. A job well done to Arrow Video, as always. And we do have a booklet. It's a pretty decent sized booklet for Alice, Sweet Alice. It shows the cast and crew. Some stills from the picture. There's a young Brooke Shields. You can tell even back then that she was going to grow up to be a very beautiful lady, and she did. Write-ups by Michael Blythe. There's a cool scene. Very, very nice. I was glad to pick this up and add it to the collection. I'll do a recap at the end. I'll put all this stuff back together. The next one, the last one for my Arrow Video pickups of this past month, is the American Horror Project Volume 2 with Dark August, Dream No Evil, and the Child. I'm going to do a separate video of an unboxing of this, so I'm not going to open it just now. This will be the next video that I do upload. But I wanted to show it off in this update video though as well. 3 films having been newly remastered from the best surviving film elements and appearing here for the first time ever on Blu-ray, alongside a wealth of supplementary material. And Arrow Video, give yourselves a pat on the back. This is all region. Can't tell you anything about the films because I don't think I've seen any of these, at least not that I recall. I've seen so many movies in my life, it's hard to remember all of them, but I don't believe I've seen any of these. But there's what they look like in their Amaray cases, and like I said, I'll do an unboxing of that separately. The last 3 are miscellaneous titles, and I recently won a contest that Controller Cramps had on his channel, and once again, Controller Cramps, congratulations to you on the growth of your channel. Thank you for throwing such a great contest. And I came in second place, so my prize was a $20 Amazon gift card, and I told him that I would pick something out and I would show it in my update video and give him a shout out for that. Each of these were about 20 a piece, so any one of these was from Controller Cramps, so thank you for that, sir. I really appreciate that. This first one is called Nightmare Cinema, which is an anthology film with 5 directors, and you get segments from Mick Garris, Joe Dante, David Slade, Kitamura, and Alejandro Bruges. And I don't know anything about this, but it looked really cool, and I think it was right around the $15 to $20 mark on Amazon. And just to kind of read a little bit about the synopsis of the film, it says, in this twisted horror anthology, 5 strangers are drawn to an abandoned theater and forced to watch their deepest and darkest fears play out before them. Lurking in the shadows is the projectionist who preys upon their souls with his collection of disturbing films. As each reel spins its sinister tale, the characters find frightening parallels to their own lives. And that sounded really cool to me, so I thought I would pick this up and give it a shot. This is a new release from 2019, so it's probably been talked about on channels before. But that's one that I picked up from Amazon. The next one is the Banana Splits movie. The Banana Splits were originally a children's show from the late 1960s or early 1970s. I believe it ran for 3 seasons. I could be wrong about that. It was a Hanna-Barbera production, and it was a puppetry. There was guys in these suits, kind of like a puppetry show or whatever you want to call it. And then they would also have segments of cartoons throughout the show. And it was a really cool show, and I have the complete series on DVD that I imported from the UK because it was never released here in the US. Although this was a US show, go figure. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. But somebody came up with the idea to make a horror movie about the Banana Splits. So I will leave a clip down below so you can see what the original intro to the Banana Splits was. So you can kind of get an idea of what it was supposed to be and now what they made it to be. I thought I would give this a shot. And I love the original show, and they showed it in syndication for a long time when I was a kid, so I grew up watching this. And this also does come with a digital code. I will show that and give that away free to the first one who gets it. All I ask is whoever gets it, please comment below to let me know it was gotten, and you're welcome. But I'm not expecting much from this, but I wanted to get it just for the cheese factor. And being a fan of the original show, I wanted to pick this up. So here is the Banana Splits movie Blu-ray, and here is the Banana Splits movie DVD. Also, I mean, it comes with the slipcover, so how can you not grab that? I had no idea it came with the slipcover. So here is the digital code. Get ready. Write this down. There you go, right there. You can go ahead and pause that. You're welcome. And we will keep moving on. There's only one more title to show. This is a Synapse Films release of Django the Bastard. I wanted to pick this up. It was pretty cheap. This was also an Amazon buy. It is a spaghetti western from 1969, starring Anthony Stefan, who was also in some horror movies. He was in The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave and Killer Fish. He was also in some other spaghetti western films. This is the 2K scan of the film. So you get the Blu-ray. You also get a little notice informing us that they have moved. This company is very close to where I live. I live in Wisconsin. They operate out of Franklin, Michigan, so they're only a few hours away from me. They also included a Synapse Films catalog. I'm not going to go through all this, but I do recommend you check out their website. There's a lot of good stuff on their website, and there's something you will most certainly find that you like. So I'm going to pause it for a second, and I'm going to put all this stuff back together. I'm going to do an overview, and then I'm going to show you guys a signed photo that I got. Okay, so here we go with the recap. We have Twilight Time Gun Fury 3D, Dark Force Entertainment twin billing of The Gates of Hell and Psycho from Texas, Code Red, Point Doom, Vinegar Syndrome, The Passing, Let My Puppets Come, Severin Films Wax Mask, Arrow Video Chill Factor, Arrow Video Alice Sweet Alice, Vinegar Syndrome Hell Comes to Frogtown, Hell Master, Scorpion Releasing, Moon and Scorpio, Cult Epics, Manson Family Movies, 2-disc collector's edition, Dark Force Entertainment, Dead Pit, one of my favorite pickups of the month, the Banana Splits movie, Vinegar Syndrome Night Owl, Play Dead, Synapse, Django the Bastard, Nightmare Cinema, looking forward to checking that out, Killer Crocodile, and Killer Crocodile 2, American Horror Project, Volume 2, with Dark August, Dream No Evil, and The Child, and the signed 8x11 of Clint Eastwood as he was portrayed in Pale Rider. I really like that image. It's signed in gold Sharpie. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. With YouTube's new algorithm, the more thumbs up you get and the more views and the more interactions that you have with fellow YouTubers, they are more likely to recommend my videos or anybody's videos. So if you'd like to help my channel grow, please consider subscribing or hitting the thumbs up button. Please feel free to always leave a comment. I like to interact with you guys. It's always good to hear from you. I hope you guys are well. Let me know if any of these movies caught your fancy. Maybe you're going to pick some of these up. Let me know what you picked up recently. And if you have any recommendations, I'm all ears. I'd like to hear what you guys recommend that I pick up for my collection. So for Miss Hannah on the left and Miss Heidi on the right, I am Toddy Walnuts. Thank you for spending some time with me tonight. I always do appreciate that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.